How to use Google Drive for beginners. If you want to start storing files, sharing files with others, and using Google Drive in general, then this video will help you out and I'll walk you through everything that you need to do, starting by first, how do we actually get to Google Drive? So there are a couple of ways. You can go ahead and search for Google Drive on Google, or if you're logged into your Google account, go to the Google Apps icon in the top right, then scroll down a little bit, and you should then find Google Drive. In fact, for me, it is the second one. So click on it and it will open up Google Drive. Now you're going to have 15 gigabytes of free storage for every email. That's every Gmail account. So you can make use of that. Now Google Drive is essentially an online file storing software, and you can use it to back up files, folders, pictures, videos, any files really, and you can also use it to share files with others. They can then add and remove files, they can download files. It's a great tool that you can use to back up your files and share them with other people. So once we're inside of Google Drive, how does it work? So I'm on a pretty new account here. You can see I've only got 3 files under the suggested files tab, and we've also got some suggested folders as well. So we're actually on the home page. There are many tabs down here on the left, which I'm going to go through, as well as I'm going to show you how you can share files as well. So first, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click New. And by doing that, we can create new folders to separate different files and videos and photos. You can also upload files or folders as well. So maybe you've got a bunch of different files that are in a folder that you want to back up to Google Drive. For me, I'm going to go to New Folder. And we'll just create a new folder, and I'll just call this tutorial videos. Now, once we've created that folder, it will most likely take us into My Drive. Now, My Drive is going to have all of your files, all of your folders that you've created, and it's going to be separate to the ones that are shared with you, which you'll find in the Shared With Me tab. Because we've created this folder, we can now double click and we can add files and videos and photos into this folder, and they're going to essentially stay here and they're going to stay backed up, provided we meet the 15 gigabytes of storage threshold and we don't go over it. So now what we can do is we can drag files in here. You can do that by going to New, File or Folder Upload, or you could open up a file explorer just like this, and you can actually just drag and drop files on it. So let's say I wanted to back up these 2 folders, which include videos. What I could do is I could highlight every file that I wanted to upload, and I could then drag that on to the folder. And you'll see then we are now uploading 2 items, and those 2 items happen to be folders. Now inside of each of these folders, there are 2 files. So you can see we've uploaded 1 of 2 files on this folder, now 2 of 2, and 1 of 2 on this folder, which was soon to be 2 of 2. Now everything's been uploaded, so we've now got green ticks all around. So now inside of this My Drive section, we've got a tutorial videos folder with 2 folders in it, and in those folders we have some files. So you can use folders to categorize and essentially organize your files. You can just, if you wanted to, drag files straight in to this location. You don't have to organize everything with folders. Believe me, in my actual Google Drive, everything's a mess, everything's everywhere. But if you are new, I would recommend to go New, Folders, and you can create folders within folders. So just make sure you organize your stuff so it's easier to find. If at any point you wanted to delete a file or folder, you can click on it, and you can just click delete or the trash can icon, and it will be moved to trash. If you made a mistake, you can undo this. If for some reason you click off this, you can go to trash and you can click on the folder, and you can then restore it by clicking restore from trash, and it will go back to its original location. So we'll go back to this tutorial folders file. Now, if I wanted to share this with someone else, we could very much do so. So we can share individual files or we can share folders. If your idea is to share like multiple files with someone else, I would recommend you put them in a folder like I've done here with tutorial videos. That way you can share this whole folder and you don't have to go giving access to them to different files. So I'm going to right click on this tutorials folder. We can then go to share and share again, and that will open up the sharing window where we can go ahead and invite people. So you can invite people by email or link. Now, there's some important things to note when you do this, and I'll just cover these right now. So we'll just invite myself here, bradleyharrison54@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to invite myself as an editor, but you can allow people to only comment or view, and these two selections will just be allowed to download, whereas if they're an editor, they'll be able to upload folders and files to the folder as well. So just bear that in mind. You can then click send, and it's going to send them an email, and they just need to then approve it in their email, and then they will see and have access to this folder in the shared with me section on Google Drive. Now, if you just wanted to give someone the link, you can go to share and then grab the link and click copy link. But just know if general access is unrestricted, when they then go and access the link, if it's unrestricted, you're going to then get an email. Basically, it says someone's trying to access this folder. Do you want to let them in? And if you're obviously not at your computer, you're asleep, they're not going to get instant access. So you could change it with anyone with the link, and then obviously make sure you're sharing this link with someone you trust so they don't go sharing the link with everyone else. But if it's on anyone with the link, you can give them the link via like online messaging, email, WhatsApp, and they will then be able to gain access to the files. And I'll just prove that now. I'll go and open up an incognito window and we'll paste in this link. And here you can see here is the tutorial videos folder with the files which I could download at any time. It is in Thai because I'm currently in Thailand, but we could go ahead and download this by clicking the download icon or right clicking on tutorial videos and downloading them that way. So that's pretty much all you need to know about Google Drive. You can go ahead and start files as well if they are super important. But the most important thing, if you go to My Drive, here you'll see all of your folders. If you go to Share with Me, here will be all of the files and folders people have shared with you. You'll get 15 GB for free, so go ahead and use that. You can then pay more and upgrade if you wanted to. There are some additional things you can do, like get the Drive desktop app, which essentially allows you to sync in real time, but that's a bit more complex, and because this is a beginner tutorial, I'm not going to cover that right now. But if that covered everything, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.